each of the artists, there's 3 artists in the show if you haven't figured that out yet, and they're each going to give about a 5-minute talk, and then if anyone has any questions, they'll answer about 2 to 3 questions, and then if you have any more towards the end, after their talks, you can go ahead and talk to the artists individually. The first artist up is Teri Lane, so I'm going to turn it over to Teri.
Alright, hello everybody. Like I said, like Carly said, I'm Teri Lane. My part of the show is about memories. Not just anyone's memories though, mine and that of my family's memories. Everyone you see on these walls here are part of my family. I didn't go up to strangers up on the side of the road and said, "Hi, can I paint you?" I mean, these are people I love dearly. My process in creating these pieces was first I had to figure out who in my family I wanted to create, or paint. With this part, I learned I have a lot bigger family than I originally thought. I thought, you know, my grandparents, maybe a few cousins. Yeah, no idea how many cousins I actually have. I mean, it was kind of amazing. But I thought immediate family, my grandparents, my dad, would be the better choice, because I know them more. So after the initial of picking who, I needed to find out materials. I didn't want to use your traditional materials to use. I wanted some meaning behind them. So all the materials that each of these are painted on actually has some meaning behind it. The metal for this piece, she was always a very strong person, but she was always pliable. I mean, I could get what I wanted out of her if I really tried. But, I mean, this is nerve-wracking, I'm sorry. But after I finally decided on what materials to use, I had to figure out how I wanted to arrange it. I didn't want to just slap it on the wall and say, "Ooh, yay, done." So I thought about how I wanted to arrange each of the pieces, to put meaning behind it as well. I mean, I wanted meaning with the whole piece, not just anything. I did all this work because I did love these people. I didn't want to disrespect them in just putting out whatever. I wanted to show that I really love these people. And that's the basis of my work. I guess this is the point where anyone want to ask questions, they can. Yes.
Writing on the piece, is it actually a letter from that she received, or?
No, she actually wrote it to my grandfather a couple weeks before they got married. In this side of it, she's pretty much accusing him of cheating on her. And then the other side is like, "Oh, psych, I didn't mean it." So, I mean, when I read this notice about her, I mean, she was always this loving grandmother. I didn't think she would accuse her husband of cheating. So it was really surprising. Yes.
I won't ask a question, but tell us a little about the flowers.
The flowers are a remembrance because my grandmother's no longer with us, so I wanted to incorporate that somehow. That you know, when you visit a grave, something you always leave flowers in remembrance of people, and I just thought through my committee and everybody, it would be a good, add-on. Add-on's not probably not a word.
What do you want people to do?
Oh, that's what you're trying to say. Sorry.
That's it.
You take a flower and you take one of the little pieces of paper and write a name of a loved one that you've lost, and you tie it to the flower and you drop it below, kind of like on a grave. Is that it?
Who are the 3 strapping young men in this story?
It goes, this is my dad, my grandfather, and my great-grandfather. They were all in the military of some kind, Air Force, Naval Air Corps, and then ROTC. So, I'm kind of a women management.
Can you explain your installation piece that kind of looks like a bed?
Really color? The picture itself, he's about 28-ish in this. During that time, his occupation was that of a cobbler, a shoemaker, if anyone didn't know. And as he got older, toward the end of his life, he was pretty much bedridden, and that would be why the bed. So it's kind of a progression of his life that he worked with shoes, he walked all the time, and then toward the end of his life, he pretty much couldn't do it.
Well, if anyone has any more questions for Teri, feel free to come up to her after the talks are done and ask her. But everyone give her a round of applause. We're going to move our attention to this wall.